Hello and welcome to another episode of my first time playing. This time I'm taking a look at a game called The Final Take, which is a horror game, as you can probably tell from the title screen. And I decided I'd do a face cam on this one, why not? It's always fun for the horror games, especially if it ends up being quite scary and you can see me getting all freaked out. Which may or may not happen, this may be terrible. One thing that was a little bit weird was that it wouldn't let me go up to 1920 by 1080p. I had to restart the game. I had to put it up to 1680 by 1050, I think it was, and then exit out of the game, then go back into the game, and then it let me put it up to 1080p, which is a bit strange. But anyway, let's get into it, see what it's all about. Let's have a look at the controls first. Keyboard controls, please. Pick up E. Yeah, that's all pretty standard. Q for swapping items. I'm assuming it's a first-person horror game. I'm not entirely sure. I wanted to go into this one a little bit blind. Okay, chapter 1. I do like the VHS aesthetic, but I hope it isn't like this all the way through, because that'll be really annoying.
I'm just your typical girl. I come from a small town. Hell, most people can't even find it on a map. No one ever planned to leave my town, but I wanted to be different. I didn't want to close my eyes and wake up with regrets. So I left. I tried to make it big in the city, make a name for myself, a career. I wanted to help people. I wanted to help those who couldn't help themselves. Something I wish someone did for me. But I failed. I failed myself, my family, my father. It's been 5 years since I left, and since then I've had about 10 jobs. I've gone from maid, waiter, assistant. You get the idea. I studied to be a nurse, but I could never get my foot in the door. No one would even give me a chance. Well, not yet anyway. But this is my last chance.
Well, that's not how you get a job as a nurse, that's why.
A nursing job in a private hospital. Strange thing is, I've never heard of it. Well, not officially anyway. The pay may not be great and the location was strange, but it was my only shot. My last chance before I pack it in and head home. I had to prove to myself I could change things. I could prove my family wrong and make my father proud. It may have been a mistake, but we all live and learn.
Oh, have you done? God, that lasted a while, didn't it? Yeah, you don't just get a job as a nurse, you actually need years and years of training first. Okay, so yes, indeed, that is some quite obnoxious VHS artifacting there. Let me see if I can turn down that mouse sensitivity a little bit. Oh, I can't. I don't think. Without exiting the game. Why am I going into graphics? I want to go into controls. Oh, I can't change the sensitivity? That's good, isn't it? Can't change sensitivity. Never mind. Right, let's try again. Hopefully I can skip all this, yep. Skip it all. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that this mouse sensitivity is like all over the place. But yeah, what I was saying is,
This hospital is a lot
God damn it.
bigger than I thought. I hope this is the right place.
She's only walked into one corridor.
Is anyone here? I'm here for an interview for a nursing position. Maybe they're just short-staffed. Or maybe there's a note telling me where someone is.
Oh god, this is going to be terrible, isn't it? Yeah, I watched a lot of VHSs when I was young, and none of them looked as bad as this. E. Okay, so how do I actually? I picked some. I picked up the note. Can't read it, I guess. No. Inventory screen. Do you have Do you have one? Queue for swapping items. No. No. Okay, so we can't read it. Never mind. That's fine. Yeah, and a lot of these games have this VHS effect on them. A lot of films do as well. And the fact of the matter is, VHS tapes, unless you really, really beat the shit out of them, they didn't look anything like this. They actually had a pretty decent picture.
To the doctor's office.
I was taking control away from me. Right. And I got an achievement for walking in the elevator.
Wow, this hospital is definitely private. The fact that it's empty and dark doesn't make it scary at all. I'll be fine. I'll just keep exploring and venture into the darkness.
That is getting quite annoying now.
Me or anything?
That picture moving.
Stop talking to myself before I get put in one of these nut houses.
Oh, is she actually talking to herself? I thought that was kind of like all in her head. I thought we were hearing her thoughts, but she's actually saying that stuff out loud. Wow. Maybe she does belong in the hospital. Okay. It's not a very good flashlight, is it?
This place seems outdated. Although I've heard it's been closed to the public since the 50s, so maybe different parts of the hospital aren't as bad as this.
A button or left mouse button to rewire lock panel. Oh, for fuck's sake. What? How do I do any of this? Click on a plug to pick it up, then click on an empty socket to plug it in. Put the plugs in the correct slots and don't let the wires intersect. Okay. So I guess we've got to get them on the red. Simple enough. My cursor kind of disappears and moves somewhere else as soon as I put one of these in. It didn't do it that time, but it's when I move the cursor after moving the plug. A button or E. Right. Let's listen to the audio log.
I used to play here when I was a kid. Probably wasn't the smartest thing, but growing up in a small town, you get your kicks where you can. It was originally part of a factory making equipment for different hospitals, chemicals, steel, medical equipment, you name it. Dad used to work in their warehouse loading boxes and working the lift. Kept food on the table at least. Then one of their main clients closed its doors. Before long, they had to slow production down just to stay afloat. Didn't work. A few years later, the warehouse closed and Dad lost his job after that.
What am I walking into? It's so dark and completely without colour that you can't tell what you're walking into.
But hell, I was just a kid. Probably just my imagination.
Yeah, for those who grew up without VHS tapes, they also had colour. is that another note? You can barely see. No, it's not, I don't think. No. Yes, it's difficult to see anything. Really struggling to make stuff out.
It's so dark. Good thing I have a light. God knows how many bugs are out here. Or hillbillies.
Okay, so we've got a key. Do you dare? Do I dare what? Yes, it's really, really difficult. Oh, there's a girl there. Really difficult game to play with the mouse sensitivity and not being able to see shit. I'm assuming we go up to you and you're gonna scream and shit. You're just being ignorant.
Who the fuck was that?
Don't know what the fuck that was. I guess that was a jump scare. It's difficult to tell where I've been and where I haven't been. Getting lost already. Another recording.
I kept waking up in the middle of the night choking. Like someone or something had its hands around my neck. It's the same feeling I had when I was younger. Like someone was watching me.
Is this where I came in? Yes, it is, because I remember those chains. So we've got a key. We just need to find the admin office door, which could be anywhere. Are you an admin office door? I guess not. It's probably upstairs somewhere. I did have a look in the graphics settings to see if the VHS effect could be turned off, but it cannot. So just gonna have to deal with it. I've been in there, yep. Well, at least the flashlight isn't running out. So that's one thing. Okay, there weren't any other doors on this floor, were there? What a pointless floor this is. Tip 5, do not get trapped, plan and avoid to survive. Trapped by what exactly? Do I need to press like E on the doors? I have no idea. Okay, there's something crawling towards me on the floor. Okay, I guess we need to avoid them by going downstairs, maybe? Yes. Let's get in the elevator. Oh, we can't go in the elevator. And now I'm stuck on something. Is this thing still following me? Yeah, but we can avoid it and go back upstairs. Is this meant to be scary? I don't think the thing's following me anymore. Yeah, I think it's stopped. I wish I knew where this admin thing was. Oh, that was the end of that level. Right. Okay, so he doesn't have anything to say. Okay, so now we're a different person. So what was any of that? Can I put that camera down?
Wow. This place looks the same even after all these years. Surprised no one's knocked it down or tried to reuse it again. Hell, this town needs it. Not much in terms of work. It would have been nice if someone made it into a park instead of just letting it be a waste of space. Or something for kids to sneak into when they're bored. Okay. I have my flashlight and camera. Let's hope I find some answers.
So what is this place and why are you here? He doesn't want to say. So was I meant to stay on the last chapter until I'd finished all that stuff and then interact with that TV screen? I honestly do not know. Oh, is this going to be a Slenderman kind of thing where we've got to find all the pictures? God damn it, this is tedious. Let's run a bit, go on. For some reason there are a shitload of pictures of babies on the walls. Okay, well that's a dead end. Yeah, I've got no idea where I need to go or what I need to do here. Like I said, I'm guessing those pictures are some kind of objective. Are those the stairs I came down? I honestly don't remember. Yeah, it was. Yes, I've been down there. What? What is happening? There's like nothing there. What? What?
Wow. This place looks the same even after all these years. Surprised no one's knocked it down or tried to reuse it again. Hell, this town needs it. Not much in terms of work. It would have been nice if someone made it into a park instead of
So I've got to make sure to avoid the invisible ghost.
something for kids to sneak into when they're bored. Okay.
Right, so it does say now collect the photos to move on.
Some answers.
So I've got to run around trying to find all these bloody photos. There's no explanation why it happens to me. Yeah, I think I'm done with this. It's and I know I've not been playing for a particularly long time, but wow, this is bad. This is like really, really bad. I'm getting attacked by an invisible ghost. I ended up going on to the second chapter while I think there was still stuff to do on the first chapter. It's not in any way scary at all. It's trying to be, but it's just not pulling it off. Walking around with this camera on means you cannot see a thing at all. I'm assuming that's how you see the ghost, maybe. You hold the camera up, but I'm not entirely sure. And I can't be asked to kind of like find it out and work it out. Having the camera there makes it even more difficult to see what's going on top of the fact that you don't have any colour and you've got all these VHS effects going absolutely everywhere. And for one, you've got these VHS effects here on this particular scene while he's holding the camera. You're seeing him holding the camera. So how is this like found footage? Unless he's wearing a head cam, filming himself holding the camera, then what exactly are we seeing? I have no idea. It doesn't make sense to me. But I can't be asked to carry on because it's just pointless and horrible. So yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. That was very disappointing. From the screenshots and trailer, it actually looked pretty decent, but I'm not running around collecting pictures to get chased by an invisible monster. It's just pointless. So yeah, that was The Final Take. If you enjoyed this video, please click like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.